Next up is SalesRep. It's an AI lead nurturing personal assistant. Dmitry Kozhevenikov, CEO. Take it away.
Cool. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Hi, my name is Dmitry. I'm a founder and CEO of SalesRep AI. We use AI to help companies reach more of their leads with less amount of time and effort. Did you know that it takes 8 to 12 attempts right now to reach a prospect, while an average sales rep only makes 2, even today? So I believe it's crazy, and I'd like to change it. Please meet Joshua. Joshua is a sales rep at one of the financial organizations that we work with. In order for him to be successful following up with leads, he needs to do a lot of stuff. He needs to make a lot of outbound phone calls, send a lot of text messages, emails, add notes, and schedule appointments. It takes a lot of time. He actually spends half of his day doing following up, and he's still not very successful. Today, doing the original way of following up is really time-consuming. It is difficult, and therefore, it is expensive for companies to do that. There is a better way of doing it, and I'll show you how. Introducing SalesRep AI. It's a human-like follow-up system. With just one click of a button, the follow-up starts. SalesRep will autonomously make phone calls, leave voicemails, send personalized text messages and emails to the lead for long periods of time. And once we get a hold of that lead, we get the rep connected into the conversation. It's that simple. During the follow-up process, we can schedule, pause, or reschedule the campaign. We can answer some simple questions to the lead that the lead has. And we can disqualify the lead altogether without the attention of the rep. And we will log that activity for the rep into the CRM. Now, let me give you a really quick example. Our AI, Julie, makes a couple of unsuccessful calls to the lead, and then she reaches out over the text message. So she says, hey, chat, this is Julie. I see that you didn't finish the application. Is there a way we can actually talk over the phone? He's like, no, I don't really have time right now for a phone conversation. She actually rephrases, and she's like, do you have another time, a good time for us to jump on the phone call? He's like, let's do tomorrow 5:30. She understands it, kind of like confirms the appointment. She's like, yeah, let's do it tomorrow. And then tomorrow, 10 minutes prior to the conversation, she will actually follow up a chat and says like, hey, I'm going to be calling, it's Julie, I'm going to be calling you in 10 minutes, like, are we okay? And then the call happens. Let's just listen to this basic call.
Hi, this is Julie from AmeriCorps. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Can you please wait a second? I'll get the loan officer on the line.
So the purpose of this video, and actually the sound, but was to show what we do. We pretty much analyze in real time what people are saying, and based on that, we can actually make different conversation with the main purpose of either making a transfer or rescheduling the time, let's say for tomorrow or next week, whenever is a good time for the person to talk, or disqualify the lead if he doesn't really want to be talked to. So because of the sales rep, the company that Joshua works with, I was able to reach 32% more leads, and actually it saved 30% of their time actually doing follow-ups because it's been automated. Let me give you a really quick add-on that we're working on. It's a smart follow-up sequences. What it means is that we analyze leads, understand what the persona of that lead is, like if it's, let's say, housewife, middle-aged, sitting at home working, doing something, or it is a young professional working at the office. So what we do is we build different models to analyze what's the best channel to reach those people, what is the best messaging, and what is the best time to actually get to those people. So, and we do it in real time to actually increase conversions as well. This is really big and interesting and hard problem. That's why there's a big market for that. So SDR activities alone is a really huge piece. So we're going after it to make it really good. I myself, Dmitry, is a serial entrepreneur. I've started several companies before, and my co-founder, Dennis, has 10 years of experience in data science working for large organizations. So with SalesRep AI, we help companies reach more of their leads with less amount of time and effort. If you have any questions, let me know. This is my email. Thank you.
To what extent are you guys customizing the text and the context of each interaction on a client-by-client basis versus using more generic calls to action and customer interaction language?
I mean, at the very beginning, we actually just worked with every single company, right, just to customize the experience based on their needs and based on the vertical, right? So for financial companies, it's one. For a law firm, it's going to be obviously the second one. And then we just, combine a lot of different templates, and then just the system can also just update a little bit. But
So templates by vertical, but then customers can customize further? Is that?
Yeah, they can actually customize as much as they can. It's fully customizable.
And then the increase in contact rate is pretty eye-popping. Have you guys gone back and benchmarked the extent to which these leads, when contacted through your AI, how they perform relative to contact through a live human by the client prior to implementing you?
Yes, so we did. Was actually, I wouldn't say like really clearly benchmarked, but obviously like a real human interaction would be like a lot better. But in reality, like 90% of people wouldn't really like know that this is a bot actually talking with them. It's really pretty simple actual interactions currently. Really soon we'll be able to actually generate voice on the fly with the new technologies that actually coming out like in this year, maybe next year. So like a lot of big teams are actually working on the problem.
Right. Related to that, how do you think about that? In that the 32%, that's just texting. That has nothing, unless I'm missing something.
No, it's everything. It's 3 channels. So pretty much what the AI does is like, let's say you have a lead, you tried it one time, and you're like, all right, so I'm just like, you press a button, it goes to the automation with the AI. AI calls, send text messages, emails, and different people react differently on different channels. So let's say somebody email you back, or call you back, or let's say they pick up the phone. So it's all channels across.
Right, but the AI component is not. That's the contact strategy.
Yeah, that's the contact strategy.
I start pushing text, emails,
Right.
different things. In terms of what your guys' sort of core kernel, that's not it. I don't think that's it, right? The AI part is.
I got it. I got
right?
your questions. No, so the AI is pretty much like, let's say, first is the context strategy, as you said, right? But the second thing is like when people actually come back to you and say like, take me off the list, or
Sure.
I'm interested. So this way, where we pick up the intent and understand like what people are saying, and like in a human way interaction, and it's pretty fast. We actually put a delay so that it doesn't actually reply, like in a millisecond. It replies back like in 5 seconds.
And why wouldn't every call center in the country that does, let's call it screening, right? Why wouldn't they replace this with what you're doing? Meaning, why wouldn't they use it? What would be the reason they wouldn't do that?
Hopefully they will, like in the near future, so that it's getting better and better as we speak, right? The more data we have, the more interactions we have, the more time we spend into and focus into that. Obviously, the system gets better, the conversions get better, the success rate gets better. So that's, I guess, just a time.
And so when you think of from a lead to a closed transaction, where I think our industry needs a lot of work. Let's say you did a loan transaction, there's 1,000 steps and different classifications you can have. One, do you guys work with CRM companies, or do you take over them? And then 2, does the contact strategy change based on artificial intelligence, or are you relying on people to say, okay, if this, then call them, if this, then email, if this, then send a fake message, if this, then, like how much of it is programmed and then how much of it is automatic?
Yeah, it's kind of like a hybrid model. So there's obviously like some if-else statement, kind of like the big chunks. And then we also like, for different customers, we're actually doing the beta right now. Like, so we just throw all the data points into the models and see like how it performs and benchmark it with the actually, currently manual, I guess. You can call it like, when you just like kind of guess it out. Obviously, if you have tons of data points, then the model could be like a lot better than the human, but it's just like, we're testing out to make it actually better.
Great, thanks, Dimitri.
Thank you very much, guys.